were involved in a plane crash last week. Here are the details coming up.
And later, the long-awaited closure of State Street has begun, alternate routes, and what you can expect over the next few months. And Tommy Barrett catches you up on Purdue baseball and softball.
A few days into April, and we're already experiencing those April showers.
Fast Track Live starts now.
Thank you for joining us this evening for Fast Track Live. We are coming to you from the Fast Track Studios in Stewart Center, brought to you by the Brian Lamb School of Communication. I'm Molly Shaughnessy alongside Trevor Peters.
2 Purdue flight students were injured in a plane accident last Wednesday evening. The students were practicing takeoffs and landings at Fort Wayne International Airport when a gust of wind caught the Sirius SR-20 plane, causing the crash. One student was an instructor and the other was the pilot. The crash closed down both airport runways briefly on Wednesday, and the FAA launched an investigation on Thursday. At the time of the crash, winds were reported at 23 miles an hour. The 2 students were taken to Lutheran Hospital in Fort Wayne with non-life-threatening injuries. For visitors of Purdue University and West Lafayette, State Street is the main entryway to the university. State Street project is set to enhance pedestrian traffic and make campus more attractive, and it has officially begun and is under construction. Dakota Simon has more on the specific closures.
I'm standing here in the middle of State Street, just west of University Ave, where the State Street project has just begun. For the next 2 years, from University West on to Martin Jischke, this portion of the street will be closed to see no traffic. For students and the public around Purdue, the closing of State Street is bringing optimism for the future, but the short term has already started posing its problems.
I feel that long term, the whole construction, all the new things going in, the widening of the road, I think it's going to do great things for Purdue, for the students, just for traffic in general. Just in the short term and the months coming, it's going to be a bit hectic in my opinion.
The project, which is valued at close to $120 million, is scheduled to be complete by the end of 2018. Dakota Simon, Fast Track Live.
Purdue University is getting national attention. The Brian Lamb School of Communications 3-year program was featured on the NBC Nightly News last Saturday. The 3-year program offers the students the ability to have more affordable college education. Charlotte Tuggle, an out-of-state student in the 3-year program, cut her college costs by more than $18,000. The trend has continued to 5 other colleges.
And now we'll toss it over to Sheena with your weather.
All right, thanks guys. Well, we are experiencing some showers right now. Those will pass by pretty quickly. Some more severe thunderstorms north of us and south of us, but right now just a few showers. As we go ahead and look at current conditions, we have a temperature around 63 right now. We'll have a lot more rain tonight, and then we hit a high around 66 and we'll see a low around 49 tonight. As we go ahead and look at the surface map, we can see that right now we have this weather system right over our area. That's what's bringing us those clouds and those showers. And then over here to the west, we can see there's a high pressure system, not a whole lot going on. And then as we move in to tomorrow morning, we can see this weather system has moved over to the east, giving us a lot of weather systems over in the plains and then bringing that rain over to the east coast. As we go ahead and look at our 3-day forecast, again, we will be experiencing a lot of showers tonight, and then Tuesday it'll clear up. We'll have a high around 55, and then Wednesday more showers later on in the afternoon, thunderstorms with a high around 51. For those of you planning ahead, we have the Spring Fest coming up this weekend. On Saturday we have the famous Bug Bowl happening. Spring Fest will happen from 10 to 4, so the majority of the day we're going to have a high around 61, a low around 46, clear skies, so make sure you bring your sunglasses with you and enjoy the weekend. That's all I have right now for your current conditions. I'll be back later to talk about your weekend forecast.
When we come back, we'll take a look at a new statue on campus and a philanthropy that helps make kids' dreams come true, so stay with us. If you've walked past the Ag Administration building, you've noticed a new statue on campus called the Entomologist. The statue shows J.J. Davis, the former head of Purdue's entomology department, in the center, Rachel Carson, who is holding a butterfly, and John Osmond, department head in 1959, who is holding a butterfly net.
Years ago, we recognized that there aren't a lot of statues to entomologists in the world, so we decided Purdue needed one. So we decided what would represent that. A former department head, J.J. Davis, a successor to him as department head, John Osmond, and Rachel Carson, who in fact influenced entomology through her Silent Spring book. So we incorporated them into the statue and named it The Entomologist as a dedication to outreach here at Purdue.
The statue will be dedicated this weekend during the Bug Bowl event and Spring Fest on Purdue's campus from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
The Purdue Alumni Association opened their brand new Boilermaker Station in the Purdue Memorial Union on Thursday, March 24th. The Boilermaker Station features a 98-inch touchscreen display highlighting Purdue University's traditions and accomplishing alumni, as well as year-end review videos dating back to the 1950s. The station will be open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, as well as on Saturday mornings during home football games. This week is a special one for the Purdue School of Agriculture as they kick off their annual Ag Week. Fast Track's Dakota Simon was at the mall covering Monday's action.
Hi, are we at a news class? There's literally 3 cameras now.
I know, when you work with the news.
You know what you're doing? You're staying here at the bottom and you're just doing a little bit. If you come back up to the top.
Oh, God. Oh, stroke the whole thing.
Yep, get the whole.
Philanthropies are a huge part of the Greek system here at Purdue. With the recent warm weather, Greek houses got outside to show their support for their charities. Chi Omega has raised over $100,000 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Fast Track's Sarah Cohen went to check out the philanthropy Wheels for Wishes.
Chi Omega and Beta Theta Pi held their second annual Wheels for Wishes this past Sunday to help raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The event hosted multiple sororities and fraternities at Purdue in a tricycle race. All proceeds went to Make-A-Wish.
Today, we are raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is an organization that provides trips or wishes for kids with life-threatening diseases. This is only the second year we've been doing this specific philanthropy, so right now we were just kind of hoping to kind of establish ourselves on campus, maybe get a little bit more involvement than we had last year, which was the first year that we did it. So we're just hoping to create some fun, good memories and do this for a good cause.
The winners of the tricycle race received a trophy and bragging rights in the Greek system.
Oh, we had a blast. We got real competitive. Yep, it was very fun and just a great time to come together with Greek life.
Philanthropy to the Greek community is kind of the purpose of why we're here. We have the organization, we have the funding, so why not give our time and our funding to something that's greater than ourselves?
We think it's really important to have a support system all throughout Greek life, and we appreciate it when everyone comes to ours, so we do the same thing.
Sarah Cohen, Fast Track News.
This is philanthropy, and as you could tell, it was such a beautiful day, and all the proceeds go to the Make-A-Wish. And the past 2 years, we were actually able to sponsor a Make-A-Wish kid. We sent one of the kids to St. Lucia and the other one to Disney World. Over to sports.
Well, thank you, Molly. It's Caps On here on the sports desk. Tommy Barrett joining us. Well, we've been able to enjoy Purdue baseball here for a few weeks, but now it's on to the majors. Opening day in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, Trevor, this is one of my favorite days of the year. My Red Sox got the win right, and your Reds
were
currently losing.
Down 3-0 last time I checked, but hey, in the city of Cincinnati, opening day, one small notch below Christmas. The city absolutely loves this day.
What an amazing day. When we come back, we'll talk more baseball when we come back.
Fast Track's Tommy Barrett with their sports update.
Welcome back, guys, to the sports desk now. Caps on, like we said, today is arguably the greatest day of the year as we get ready for another MLB season. The reigning World Series champions, the Chicago Cubs, highlighted opening night against the St. Louis Cardinals last evening. A walk-off base hit in the bottom of the ninth for the Cardinals allowed them to take home the 4-3 win in the first primetime game of the year. Today, games feature 12 all across the country, with Mike Trout trying to win back-to-back MVPs as the Angels cap off the nightcap on ESPN. Staying on the diamond, the Boilermaker baseball team hit the road to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Boilermakers took the series with victories on Saturday and Sunday. The Boilermakers used stellar pitching performances to limit the Buckeyes to only 2 runs in the final 2 games of the series after giving up 13 on Friday's opening night. Gareth Stroh retired 13 of the 14 batters he faced, and the Boilermakers produced 6 runs in the first 4 innings to give the Boilermakers a 6-1 victory on Saturday. Mike Cornicker earned his first victory since 2015 on Sunday, giving up just 1 run on 2 hits, while freshman Skylar Hunter produced a clutch 2-run single in the 6th to put Purdue ahead for good. The pair of victories moves Purdue to 3-3 in the Big Ten and 15-12 on the season. Returning to action on Tuesday, they will play Indiana State. Sticking on the diamond, the Purdue softball team hosted Iowa on opening weekend at Bittner Stadium. Purdue defeated the Hawkeyes on Friday 4-2, and Jeff Brom was there to throw out the first pitch. Caitlin Moody earned her 6th win on the year, allowing just 3 hits and no earned runs. Saturday and Sunday, however, did not provide the same result as Iowa won the final 2 games to win the series. The Boilermakers returned to action this weekend when they traveled to Champaign to take on the Illinois Fighting Illini for a 3-game series. You just saw Kristen Hotman's first home run of the season. On one of the top of the contenders for Miss Indiana basketball, officially committed to Purdue as of this morning. Carissa McLaughlin will graduate from Homestead High School, same high school that Kayla Biggie Swanigan attended, in Fort Wayne, and join the Lady Boilermakers on the hardwood this fall. McLaughlin originally committed to Florida, but was released of her letter of intent after the firing of head coach Amanda Butler. The Gatorade Indiana Girls Player of the Year is now the 5th addition to the freshman class and brings Coach Versup's roster up to 15 for next season. Welcome to Purdue, McLaughlin. The greatest event in golf is upon us, and we are excited to prepare for the world's best to tee it up on Thursday for the quest to claim the illustrious green jacket. Englishman Danny Willett looks to defend his title, while Jordan Spieth and others look to win one of the most iconic tournaments in the sporting world. First round coverage of the 83rd Masters begins on Thursday on ESPN at 3 p.m. Now let's head back to the hardwood. National championship tonight. Gonzaga versus North Carolina. Gonzaga 37-1, only 1 loss this season. North Carolina 32-7. How did they get here? Well, check this shot out. Oregon gets a 3-pointer with less than a minute to go to be only down by 3. North Carolina seemingly had the game ready, but North Carolina would almost lose it. Oregon down by 3. Check out this bucket. Wide open. So North Carolina leading by just 1 point, 6 seconds to go. All they got to do is knock down the free throws. Pretty easy, right? Well, misses 2, but they get an offensive rebound, so they have 1 more shot to try to ice the game. So all they have to do is knock down 2 free throws, and they would win it. Joel Berry standing at the line, one of the best players in the entire country. And on his first free throw, he missed. And then his second free throw, what do you know? He missed again, but North Carolina grabs another offensive rebound, and that is how they got to the championship. A wild way to get there. They will have 1 more game tonight at 9:20. That will decide the national championship. Purdue football will wrap head coach Jeff Brom's first spring ball session on Saturday at 1 p.m. in Ross-Ade with the spring game. The game will be open to the public, and the festivities will begin at 8:30 a.m. with a 5K run walk raising money for the Purdue Cancer Research Center. Fans will be able to purchase season tickets for the upcoming season at the Purdue ticket office, and after the game there will be a 30-minute autograph session with the team. If you can't make it out to Ross-Ade, the Big Ten Network will be airing the game live at 1 p.m. Jeff Brom talked last week about the spring game. Here's what he had to say.
Right now, especially at receiver, and then we have a lot of running backs, but we have quite a few out as well. So, we've got to get those guys healed up and back in practice as quick as we can. Sometimes they're going to happen. I think we've had more than I would like because we have cut them some slack at the beginning of practice to a certain degree. So, we've got to, find a way to work through it. The younger guys who are in there got to work hard and take advantage of their reps. But, right now at certain positions, I don't know who's going to play. So, the fact of getting reps is very good, and we can get a lot out of it. And I think they are working hard. They just got to, work through all the mistakes we've made.
What have you seen from the offense?
Well, welcome back to Fast Track Live. I'm joined by
they're willing.
And we're here to talk about spring football. Trevor, spring is in the air. The rain has started to arrive, so that means spring football is right around the corner.
1 p.m. Saturday at Ross-Ade Stadium. The gold versus the black, offense versus the defense. We'll see what Brom wheels out in his first spring game here at Purdue.
Well, at Western Kentucky, he averaged about 40 points per game, so I'm expecting to see a lot of touchdown's on Saturday.
High-power offense. We'll see if we can get those quarterbacks with those new guys that came in. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll see exactly what we can see from David Blau and the rest of the Boilermakers. We also will be returning DJ Knox back to the lineup after ACL surgery. Markel Jones in the backfield as well. Got to replace 2 offensive linemen. How do you think we're going to do?
High-power backs. Definitely that line's got to stay strong for us. We want to be successful this upcoming season. David Blau, we know him and the new offensive coordinators, both with Brom and the staff that he's assembled. We know the offense will be good. We'll see what we can do on defense if our defensive coordinators and our guys can protect, can get it.
First weekend at Ross-Ade, Boilermakers hosting. We'll see what they can do. That's all we have for sports. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Stay with us.
And now, Fast Track Sheena Steffen with your weather update.
Well, we are still experiencing some rain right now. It'll pass by in a few minutes, but we are going to see some more come into our area. As we go ahead and talk about what we already talked about, Monday, today we're experiencing some rain, and then it'll carry on into Wednesday later on in the afternoon. Should be some severe thunderstorms on Wednesday afternoon, and then Thursday we're also going to be seeing some showers and possibly some even snow flurries in the morning. Stay tuned later on throughout this week and I'll let you know more about that. On Friday though, we have mostly clear skies. We'll have a high around 51 and a low around 34. Carrying on into Saturday, again, clear skies, and Springfest is on Saturday, so if you're going to go outside, Saturday will be a great day for that. We'll have a high around 61 and a low around 46. Carrying on to Sunday, again, clear skies for most of the weekend. For those of you that don't enjoy bugs and don't want to go to the Bug Bowl, Saturday we will also be having the annual spring game, so you can go to Ross-Ade Stadium, cheer on the fellow Boilermakers as they play. High around 61. Make sure you bring your sunglasses, and if you're going to be sitting in the sun, you may want to make sure you dress appropriately for that, maybe just a t-shirt or so. And then Sunday, if you want to be active still, you can go out and enjoy the beautiful weather on Sunday, walk your dog, go for a morning run, and then they'll have the annual 5K or triathlon on Sunday. So that's all I have right now for your full forecast. I'll toss it back over to you guys.
Last Saturday, the annual Purdue Fashion Show featured 29 designers. The show has been around since the 70s. However, the program was cut last year, making this the second to last show. Haley Dobashevitz, a senior in apparel design and technology, recaps her experience over the past 4 years in the program.
The Purdue Fashion Show has been a really great 4-year experience. I was super emotional doing my senior collection this year and finally being done with it all. I've worked so hard since August to put it all together, but it was a really big success this year.
I actually had the honor to be one of Haley's models. Her collection this year was based off the solar system, and I represented Mercury.
I was there. It was an incredible afternoon with a bunch of full of models and definitely some really talented folks over in our fashion department. It's a shame that program had to close, but really cool to see that continuing year after year.
So that's a wrap for this week's edition of Fast Track Live. I'm Molly Shaughnessy.
And I'm Trevor Peters. For more up-to-date info on Purdue weather, sports, and more, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter throughout the week. Fast Track is up next. We hope to see you next Monday. Have a great Ag Week and have a good night.